Hey guys, Patriot coming to you tonight with a preview, a default preview of the Lumen LX70 powered by XeVision, and we'll be doing a full review of this light including video beam shots and still beam shots. But tonight all we're going to do is test the relative warm-up performance of the XeVision at 70 watts or its highest output. Okay, for anyone not familiar with this test, I just wanted to explain before we get started exactly what we're doing. We're going to be watching the lux reading on the light meter as compared to the stopwatch right beside it. And from that, we'll be able to kind of tell what the startup characteristics are, and we'll be able to see if how heavily boosted it is during its warm-up or its startup phase. Typically, good HID lights are overdriven at startup in order to get them up to temperature and producing a lot of light quickly. We'll also be able to see where the light settles in at. If it goes up above a maximum output during its boost phase and then drops back down, or if it climbs up steadily to its maximum output and then stays there, we're going to be able to see all of that with this little test here. Now what this test isn't going to show us is how many lumens it's putting out, but by reading that lux number there, we will have a relative output scale that compared to other lights that we've tested in this exact same scenario. I actually have a video playlist on my channel that includes other HID warm-up times, and so if you're curious how this one compares to the others that I've tested in the past, you're welcome to go there and check out those videos. Likewise, on Kendall Power Forums, I actually have a very simplistic chart of peak lumens attained by various HID lights and also a few LED lights just thrown in for comparison. But if you're interested, go over to CPF or Kendall Power Forums and look at the Lumen LX70 thread. And here we go. I'll make my best attempt to get that stopwatch started as soon as I turn on the light here. Okay, I'll back off in my normal spot over here. Steadily climbing there through 700 lux at 8 seconds. 1000 lux at 13 seconds. Wow, 1200 at 21 seconds. Looks like the color temperature is pretty stabilized right now. We're getting a steady 4000 Kelvin out of the front of the light. Okay, it looks like it's pretty stabilized right there. A little bit of a drop. 1250. And we're stabilized. Well, that's really interesting because the boost phase on my 50 watt Polarian, I think, just barely touches about 1100 on the lux meter. Coming up on 1 minute here, and we're holding pretty steady at about 1220 lux. Color temperature stabilized pretty fast. It actually starts off at a nice, I would guess about 4700 Kelvin, and then it warms. As it warms up, the Kelvin temperature gets warmer and goes to about 4000 Kelvin. At least that's the stated Kelvin output for this light. Okay, there's about 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I guess that's enough to determine the main characteristics of this light. I'm impressed with the output at 70 watts. We're getting about 7500 lumens at that wattage. Alright, full desktop review coming with beam shots, still shots, all that kind of stuff. If you want more about this light, more information about it, head on over to Kendall Power Forums and visit the Spotlight and HID section. And thanks for watching, guys. Patriot out.